I'm live. I'm continuing Greene's The Comedians. I am in part 3 now, chapter 1, and it is Roman 2. This is the story about the comedians. The 3 comedians are Mr. Smith, Mr. Jones and Mr. Brown, who tells the story. This plays largely in Haiti and is much about the corruption there. Mr. Smith has now left Haiti. Mr. Brown has got a hotel which he's trying to sell, but he couldn't. So we are here in Roman 2 of the 3rd part, chapter 1. There was not much of the night left for me in which to sleep. As I returned to the Trianon, the same police officer who had boarded the Medea stopped me at the entrance to the drive and demanded where I had been. "You know that as well as I do," I said. "You know that as well as I do," I said, and he searched my car very thoroughly, in revenge, a stupid man. I rummaged in the bar for a drink, but the ice containers had been left dry, and there was only a bottle of 7-Up remaining on the shelves. I laced it heavily with rum and sat out on the veranda to wait for the sun to rise. The mosquitoes had long ceased to trouble me. I was stale and tainted meat. The hotel behind me seemed emptier than it had ever done before. I missed the limping Joseph, as I might have missed a familiar wound, for perhaps unconsciously I had ached a little bit with him in his halting process from the bar to the veranda and up and down the stairs. His footstep was at least one I could easily recognize, and I wondered in what waste of mountain it was sounding now, or whether he was dead already among the stony knobs of Haiti. It seemed to me the only sound to which I had ever had the time to become accustomed. I was filled with self-pity, sweet like the bourbon biscuits of Angel. Could I yet separate even the sound of Martha's footsteps, I asked myself, from another woman's? I doubted it, and certainly I had never learned to know my mother's before she left me behind with the fathers of the visitation. And my real father? He had deposited not so much as one childish memory. Presumably he was dead, but I wasn't sure. This was a century in which old men lived beyond their time. But I felt no genuine curiosity about him, nor had I any wish to seek him out, or find his tombstone, which was possibly, but not certainly, marked with the name Brown. Yet my lack of curiosity was a hollow where a hollow should not have been. I had not plugged the hollow with a substitute as a dentist puts in a temporary filling. No priest had come to represent a father to me, and no region of the earth had taken the place of home. I was a citizen of Monaco, that was all. The palms had begun to detach themselves from the anonymous darkness. They reminded me of the palms outside the casino on that blue artificial coast, where even the sand was an importation. A faint breeze stirred the long leaves, which were serrated like the keyboard of a piano. The keys were depressed 2 or 3 at a time, as though by an invisible player. Why was I here? I was here because of the picture postcard from my mother, which could have easily gone astray. No odds at any casino could have been higher than that. There are those who belong by their birth inextricably to a country, who even when they leave it feel the tie. And there are those who belong to a province, a country, a village. But I could feel no link at all with 100 or so square kilometers around the gardens and boulevard of Monte Carlo, a city of transients. I felt a greater tie here, in the shabby land of terror, chosen for me by chance. The first colours touched the garden, deep green and then deep red. Transience was my pigmentation. My roots would never go deep enough or make me secure with love. So I'm quite glad this is over, this chapter here, because the connection keeps being interrupted. The next bit I read is chapter 2.